Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you are having a great week. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been getting a lot of messages regarding the topic of downsizing. It seems the majority of you have either already downsized, or you are considering downsizing, or you have considered it, but you've ran into a few obstacles. So today I want to offer some encouragement to everyone who's considering downsizing. So let's begin. Should I downsize? Just to recap, we are a family of 5 and we live on a single income in Oklahoma. We lived the American dream for many years. We lived in a large house. We had lots of stuff. We had lots of debt. As with over 90% of Americans, our stress levels just kept going up. It was exhausting living towards the edge of our budget every month, paying off our collections, and trying to keep up with the house. It was emotionally and physically draining. All of this was affecting us more than we realized. It was affecting us as individuals, as a family, and as parents. We've heard from so many of you who have felt and are feeling that same way. It was in the fall of 2016 that we made the decision that we wanted to downsize our lives in an attempt to find more happiness. So we developed a plan and we started on our journey to bliss. Now, I want to take just a few moments and I just want to pause. I'm going to ask you some questions and I just want you to take a few moments to think about your answers. Remember, it's so important that we continually evaluate our lives to determine the good in them as well as the bad in them. When we do this, we are taking an active role in our overall well-beings, which is vital to being happy and successful in life. So let's just take a few moments to think about and answer these questions as honestly as we can. Am I happy? Let's just think about that for a moment. Am I happy in life right now? Am I happy with my current financial situation? Do I have a lot of debt? Am I living towards the edge of my budget every month? Am I happy with my current home? Is it too big? Is it too small? Or is it just the right size, a very good size? Is the upkeep manageable for my home? If your answers to these questions are yes, then that is seriously awesome. This means you have likely taken steps in your own life to get you to this place, and I applaud you for that. For those of you who answered no to 1, maybe 2, or all of these questions, believe me when I tell you, you are not alone. The 2017 Harris poll results state that 77% of Americans report higher levels of unhappiness overall in their lives. So what should I do? What is the solution for this? I would encourage all of us to begin by utilizing positive emotions more. Remember back to my previous video where I discussed the science of happiness. If you missed that, you can check it out here. We need to be more optimistic in life rather than emphasizing the lows, which we tend to do as humans. We should strive to be more optimistic. No matter if our experience is good or bad, we need to try to look on all of our experiences and their associated outcomes in a more favorable fashion. Teaching ourselves to utilize positive emotions more frequently, which is difficult, will help us in every area of our lives. Okay, so getting to the point of this video, we have more control over our lives than some might think. If we do not enjoy something, we don't do it. If we move into a new home that has bright red shag carpet, you will likely change the flooring. If you do not enjoy a certain YouTube video, you will probably click another one that you think you might enjoy more. What is this guy talking about? Oh, hey, funny animals. We have a significant amount of power and authority over our own lives if we would just use it more frequently. The same goes for how you answered the previous questions. Are you happy? If your answer was no to any of those questions, you have the power and the authority to change that. Like I said, most of you are probably watching this because you have thought about downsizing in life. Less house, less clutter, less debt, less stress, and more happiness. So, should you downsize? If you would describe yourself as genuinely unhappy with your current state of affairs, such as your financial situation, housing situation, etc., then I would say yes, you should consider downsizing. Downsizing does not mean you have to sell everything you own, buy a tiny house on wheels, and start living behind someone's house. Remember, downsizing has no standardized definition and will look totally different for every person. Downsizing is more of a mindset rather than a physical alteration. Don't forget that. When we choose to downsize our lives, have more positive emotions, and live more simple, our well-beings will reflect that, and we open ourselves up to more opportunities for happiness and success. But when we choose to fill our lives with clutter and distractions and negative emotions, our well-beings will also reflect that. And likewise, we will feel overwhelmed, more stressed, and anxious. So if you're asking yourself the question, should I downsize? I would encourage you to ask first, am I happy? If you're unhappy with your season of life, consider downsizing and living more simple. When we offer ourselves fewer distractions, we are able to more fully engage in the things that matter most in this life, such as relationships. So now it's really just a question of where to begin with the downsizing process. For that, I would encourage you to watch Amber's video on 3 tips for living a more simple life right here. I really hope you found this video encouraging and informative. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button and like it, and leave a comment below what are your thoughts about it. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so by clicking the big red subscribe button down below and ding that bell to know when we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as we always say, live simple and live happy. We'll see you all in the next video.